Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Nvidia filters as well as a couple of changes to your user config file to make Microsoft Flight Simulator look ultra realistic. Let's get started. Here is a footage of Microsoft Flight Simulator without the Nvidia filters and the mods that I'm about to show you. As you can see, the overall scene tends to be a little bit on the warmer side of things. Let's take a look at the changes that the Nvidia filters bring to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And here is what Microsoft Flight Simulator looks like with the Nvidia filter and the modifications in the user config file applied. We are in the cockpit of the Cessna 152, and one thing that I'd like to point your attention to is the shadows. You can see that the shadows are sharper in this particular footage. And the reason being is that I have increased the resolution of the shadows beyond what the settings in Microsoft Flight Simulator allows for. You will also notice that the cloud puffs have less pixelation and less grain. All right. Let's now take a look at how we can actually achieve those results. The first thing we want to do is we want to go to the user config file. This file is located under Users, your username, app data, local, packages, Microsoft Flight Simulator, local cache. I believe this is for the store version, and for the Steam users, I think this is located under roaming, packages, Microsoft Flight Simulator, local cache. You want to open the user config file by double-clicking on it, or you can right-click and open it in your favorite text editor. Once you have opened your user config file, we're going to scroll down to the graphics section here. Please make sure that this is not graphics VR, but graphics. Next, we're going to go to the shadows. From the shadows subsection, we are going to change the size to 4096. This is more than likely going to be the 2078, which is the 2K resolution. This is the maximum resolution that you'll see in your Microsoft Flight Simulator settings menu. We are going to force 4096, and then we're going to move to the post-process section of the file, as you can see here. From the post-process section, make sure that your sharpen value is set to 1. Please do not change this to 0, as it will make your cockpit colors a bit washed out, and you will lose the sharpness in the cockpit. Next, we're going to go to the film grain and set this value to 0. By default, this value is set to 1, and it will cause pixelation in your clouds. Setting this to 0 will remove the film grain and make your clouds look a lot more realistic. Once you have completed these changes in the user config file, make sure you select File and Save. Make sure that those changes are done while the simulator is shut down. Once you have completed the changes and saved the file, launch Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you should be able to get those improvements. Now that we have completed the user config changes, let's take a look at the Nvidia filters and how we can use them to completely change the look and feel of Microsoft Flight Sim. I have seen a lot of Nvidia filters being used to enhance the look and feel of Microsoft Flight Sim, but my specific preset has been inspired by Two-Tone Murphy, my very good friend. I will provide a link to his channel in the description section of the video. Let's take a look. In order to enable Nvidia filters, we're going to click on Alt and F3. The first filter that we're going to add is the color filter. From the color filter, we're going to make these changes. We're going to set the tint color to 0, intensity to 0. We're going to set the temperature to somewhere around -12 and the vibrance to 0. The next filter we're going to add is brightness and contrast. We're going to set the exposure to -10, contrast to 15, highlights to -1, shadows to 55, and leave the gamma at 0. And lastly, we're going to add the details filter and set the sharpen to 0. Now, the reason you set the sharpen here to 0 is you don't really want any more pixelation of your clouds. I like to set the clarity to 21, HDR toning to 15, and the bloom to about 9. Please do note that every time you update your Nvidia driver, you will lose the game filters, so make sure that you take a screenshot of all your settings. Here is what the sim looks like with the filters, and here's what things look like without the filter. As you can see, significant change in how the sim looks. There are many possibilities with the Nvidia filters. Here is another preset that I've created. As you can see, this is probably a little more vibrant and the colors are more pronounced in this particular preset. But the preset that I've created here, which is based on and inspired by Two-Tone Murphy's preset, is the best in my view, at least for my liking. Well, folks, this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this short video. I hope that you have found it useful and insightful. If you have any questions, as usual, please do post them in the comments section below. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.